This is LOTF News. I am Ralph Smith. The fight for democracy still roars in Vietnam. Our determined soldiers continue to attempt to push the force and ideas of communism away from the innocent citizens in the South. The opinions of America and me have proven that still democracy shall win out. We conducted a poll yesterday on what form of government is indeed the most popular to the average American. Here are the results. 95% of Americans said democracy was indeed the one to go with. 4% said they were undecided and 2% were cats. So of course that was thrown out. Also, the LOTF has returned soldiers mainly because citizens don't agree with going to Vietnam to fight. People, this isn't cake. Why, I remember the disappointment as a child when an officer came up to me and told me off for failing at upholding civilization. But anyways, despite the cruel treatments, our soldiers are still fighting for what they believe in. Jack Meriden went to South Vietnam a few days ago to collect information about the antagonists in this war. Upon arrival, he found the main topic amongst the Vietnamese was over the North Vietnamese army called the Viet Cong. Jack has the story.
In Vietnam, the war for control rises. The North Vietnamese army fights for their own version of communism. Recent revelation has brought to light some of the weapons being used.
Twice my father has been caught in a snare. These people are very primitive.
Or so it would seem. An interview with Ho Chi Minh tells us his say on the weapons.
The unexpected is the least expected. No more does the South need to fear us.
But fear is exactly what's being put in the heart of the citizens.
Ralph, I'm here in Vietnam, and from what I've heard, savagery and primal instincts will win the war.
Piggy sat down today with Ho Chi Minh to discuss further plans on the war.
Now, recent reports have come in about the strategies you are using to defeat the Allies. Can you confirm anything?
Our attacks consist mainly of sabotage and terrorism. We feel that fear is the best way to defeat an enemy.
Can you tell us about your methods of assassination to achieve this?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Okay now, what are your hopes of the results of this war?
I hope the final product of this war will be peace. True, our main attempt is to overthrow the South, but with that, we plan to reunite the country and establish communism strong and whole.
Ralph, the startling news of Ho Chi Minh's methods will surely take effect in the coming days. Already, there have been reports of town bombings and other detrimental activities. Back to you.
Thanks, Ralph. I'm out here today at this local hippie convention trying to figure out what people are doing here and why. Excuse me, sir. What are you doing out here?
Oh, well, sir, I believe in civilization all the way. Why, it always will beat savagery. Have a flower.
Thanks. Oh, what about you, sir? Why are you here?
Well, not long ago, my son was kidnapped, and they tortured him when savagery got to his people. And they put a pig's head on his head.
All right, now, it seems that Americans really want peace to stand. I'm Simon Christ.
Ending on a more relaxing note, peaceful protests have struck the nation. Reports of nonviolent organizations placing flowers and military guns are coming in as far as California. This phenomenon has been described as flower power. General Andy Jones says in his 16 years working in the Army, he has never seen something quite like this. Some may even compare these actions to Gandhi's works. Instead of the violent protests that are occurring in Vietnam, the only sign of someone showing physical action is a flower being placed in an officer's gun. These protesters, nicknamed hippies, have spread across the country, urging others to participate in nonviolent action. The war in Vietnam may rage on, but here in America, peace will hopefully live out. More on this story as it develops. I'm Ralph Smith. This is LOTF News. Good night. Upon arrival, he found people about the Vietnamese were over the people North American army went to South Vietnam a few days ago. You turd. Jack Meriden. recording? This is LOTF. What the Tersh?
I believe in civilization all the way. My flower.
What people are doing here?
The war in Afghanistan.
I'm right. Wait, what am I doing? And hippies will continue to peacefully activate their self-destruction.
Twice my father has been caught in a snare. These people are very primitive.
Thanks, Ralph.
Tersh.
Came down and like stabbed my butt.
I'll put it's recording. No drinking.